Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's film theory. Today, I will be talking about what is one of my favorite horror games, besides Cry Fear, Sally Face, etc., etc., Remorse the List. Now, Remorse the List is technically Cry Fear Part 2. Same monsters, same story, same, matter of fact, even the same voice actor who is on the tapes in Remorse the List is the same guy who voiced Simon in Cry of Fear. So I decided to do a tier list of every single enemy in Remorse the List. Now, I think this is all the enemies in the game. I'm sorry, but these are the only ones that I've seen. If there is any other one, I'm sorry. So, let's start with F tier. And as you can see, this is what I named it. So, before I get into anything, I just want to say, I cannot find any of these monsters' names, so I will be coming up with names for them inspired by the Cry of Fear style. So, with that out of the way, let's start with the first F-tier monster. This guy. You know how many times I have died and have almost rage quit the entire game because of them? When I was at like 50 HP, they brought me down to like 10. I hate these. I hate these creatures so much. So, I can only think of one name for them, inspired by Cry Fear. Slithers. Because they slither on the ground and they attack you like that. That is the only way I could think of it. If these things were on fire, I would not help them. And also, I would love to see them burn in the fiery depths of hell while they're reaching a hand out for me. But instead of, grabbing them, I smack them in the face and then give them the middle finger because they deserve it. I hate these monsters. I hate this monster specifically so much. So because of that, they're going in the F tier. Okay, so another monster I got a bone to pick is this one. Now, it does technically have a name because the developers of Remorse List, when I was trying to do research to find these monsters' names, and I couldn't find any, they said that her name is just Teleporting Woman. And her description is that it's supposed to be Adrian's wife, the character you play as, and the reason it has a keyboard as a weapon is because all the time Adrian's been on his computer screen. But you know how many times this character has also killed me? Matter of fact, I even have a video of it. Not really killing me, but just, attacking me and making me lose a lot of HP. So as you see in the video, I have 60 HP, checking my inventory to make sure I got everything, and trying to make sure I have enough bullets to kill it, not knowing where it was. Well, I actually have no idea what's happening since it's been a day since I recorded this. But I run in here knowing that it's in here, and I'm waiting for it because this is right after I just died, either from this or one of the monsters you'll see later on, or in this rank. But, I think this is where I hear the noise, and I'm trying to find out where it is, because it has like a certain noise. I forgot what it sounds like. But, I'm just waiting for it to come out of nowhere and kill me, like what it always does. There it is. I recognize the flashing screen. And there you go, teleport right to me and take, what is that, about 8 HP each hit? Well, not each hit, but look, I had 60 and now I have 32, and then it spawns behind me, look how much HP that took from me. And I'm like, are you serious? This is how much HP it takes away from me? This is why I hate some of these monsters in Remorse the List. Mind you, I never did play Cry of Fear, but I watch a lot of people play it, and a lot of people have ranked, well, one person I watch have ranked the monsters, but seriously, what made you come up with this idea? Yeah, you can barely get a couple shots off because how slow the gun shoots. Like, I understand this guy is most likely not good with guns, but still. Like, Cry of Fear even did that, where it was hard to reload, but it was sort of understandable. But anyways, you've seen it, so you know where this is going. It also goes in F tier. Also, sorry if you see this black, thing around it. It's just, I messed up because I put all my, the one image that you see in the starting And so all these do not size up to the same, so sorry about that. Okay, I have a lot to talk about this one. No name, again. So I'm going to call it the Spitter, because spitters are quitters, but this made me want to quit so bad and throw my Xbox out of the second story window of the non-existent 2-story house I have. But seriously, I hid behind a pillar one time, and everybody does this. Matter of fact, these are not recordings besides the teleporting woman one, but these are, because I was trying to find the killers without having to, go all the way back into the game and yada, yada, yada. But, this guy even hid behind a doorway to where it couldn't attack him, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I hid behind a pillar to where I couldn't see him and he couldn't see me, and somehow his blood spit came through it and killed me. I hate these creatures, because one time I had another monster that I was talking about in the teleporting woman part, but this one I also have a problem with too, because of what you will see with the other monsters. I will rank probably a higher tier than these, but I killed them. Actually, no, these are two different monsters. Never mind. I'm sorry about that. It's actually the first monster you encounter if you go into the store to get the backpack. But I killed them, and then I was about to kill him with a shotgun, and boom, he spit at me right as soon as I killed him. So me and him both killed each other, because this one I feel like is one of the monsters that take the most hits. Y'all know exactly where this one goes to. So with that, congratulations, you made it through the first tier. Now, let's get into the second tier. Welcome everybody to C tier, which is the second worst rank above F tier, but I want to get into this one. These, I don't even know what to call them. I don't know. Blobs? That's not like a Cry Fear inspired thing, but they're just blobs with faces. Blobbers? I don't know. But these ones, okay, mind you, spoilers, by the way, this entire tier list is going to be a spoiler, but this monster is when you face, well, it's not like a boss, but there's like a giant monster over a cage. It's in the trailer and stuff. And you have to turn valves to open like this little vault that leads you into the final boss. These monsters just drop out of nowhere because they're blood and there's blood everywhere. And they attack you. And you do not know how many times I got killed trying to reload the shotgun. Because, mind you cannot cancel the reload, so guess what? I got killed by them. So I decided to change to the AK, which is a faster reload, and also a much faster, fire rate, much more bullets in the magazine, while shotguns only have cartridges and not a magazine. If I said clips, that was a joke. Moist Critical would come after me and beat my ass, so that's a joke also. I've been calling the magazines. But with that out of the way, you know where this monster goes, considering the fact we're in a new rank. So this one, it's also annoying too, because I was trying to go somewhere and I heard, I saw the hitbox. I'm like, wait, what is hitting me? I turn, nothing, and then I look up, boom, torso, and it killed me. So I'm trying to think of a name of what to call this, but we're like, when I'm recording this voice, because mind you, I'm just doing this because of what I'm thinking, like, these ones are good, but, like, we are 8 minutes and 47 seconds into this while I'm recording this. That's the time I see, so this is going to be a long show theory, so you're welcome, you're welcome, everybody, because of my commentary if you like it, but I highly doubt that. But this monster is so annoying because of how hard it is to see it and how hard its hitbox is. And speaking of hitboxes, I know another one to put on C rank. Mind you, because this is all unscripted and everything. Also, sorry, forgot to name that monster. upper is what I'm going to call him since it's the upper torso. And like I said, speaking of hitboxes, this one has also gotten me killed multiple times. But it's also hard to kill them because they have no torso, which, mind you, when you're playing a game, if it's not an online game or you're just not dying to get headshots, you're most likely going to shoot the chest since it's the best place to kill somebody in a game. And I think the developers made this one because it does not have a chest. And I realized when I took this picture, or screenshotted it, it looks like it does have like a robotic chest, but no, it has no torso at all, nothing. It's literally just arms, legs, and a head. But you have to shoot at its legs because its head will constantly be moving back and forth. So, yeah. So, I couldn't think of a name for this monster, I'm sorry, but I had my AI on Snapchat do the monster's name, and it had it Hollow Phantom, I think is what it is. Hold up. But yeah, I looked back and yeah, it was Hollow Phantom. But I will most likely include videos of me and it just having a conversation about its name. Yep, as you see, I sent the picture, and me and my AI had this entire conversation. So yeah, which I also think that this video will be like 30 minutes long, so that's fun. Which means it will take like an hour to record from my phone. So that's also fun. But yeah, as you see, like I was like, doesn't say torso in the name, and then it was like, how about Hollow Phantom? I'm like, okay, yeah, I can't think of anything better, so let's just do that. Also, know where exactly this goes. It goes in C tier, which will also, I'm pretty sure, most likely be the last C tier for this, because all the other ones are decent after this. Alright, welcome to B tier. Sorry, but I knew exactly where this one was going. It was either going to go in F or B. I hate these monsters, this specific monster, but it's better than F and C, because this one actually does have a pretty good like concept. All the monsters do, in my opinion, but this one, if you have played the game, if you saw this creature, you'd most likely know exactly where it's from, but doesn't really make it right, considering the fact I have died from it multiple times, from it either cornering me or double swiping me, and I hate it because of that. But also, like, the sound it makes when it's running on, like, the ground, because, mind you, it has no legs, and they're just stumps, so it, like, runs on its, like, recently cut legs, is what I'm guessing, and the noise it makes is so gross. But, you know, it'll be impossible trying to find it, because these monsters do not have names. But I'm gonna try to do the noise. It literally just sounds like when they run it, it's just so gross. But like, or like, that's sort of how it sounds, but like, I'm sorry. But, if I had to give the monsters a name, I would probably call it, like, Stumper, or, like, Slasher, or something, or Screamer, because it does scream a lot. That's how you know if the monster's there, but yeah, this one, it's not bad, but it's also not good, so, oh, there it goes. Looks like it took the kids with it. So, fun fact about this monster that we are about to put in the B tier. I did not realize this until about an hour of me playing, and I met it a second time, but when I first met it, I ran past it really quick, and I realized it was sitting, so I thought it was in a wheelchair, and come to find out, it was in an office chair the whole time, and I feel really stupid about it, but yeah, just wanted to say that real quick. Okay, so this is the monster that's also going into the B rank because it caught me off guard and it also killed me because I was being chased by Slither and another one you'll see soon that is exactly the same to a slower. Like, looks the exact same as a slower from Cryfear. So, yeah. But he caught me off guard. He swung at me, and then another one came up and killed me. So, I got mad, and yeah, that's why it's on B. But it's also not the worst, because guess what's above B? A tier. And then what's above A tier? S tier. So, yeah. But like I said, I thought it was in a wheelchair when I first saw it, so I kept screaming, "Ah, cripple! Ah!" And yeah, come to find out, it was in a normal office chair. So it goes in B tier. So, not gonna lie, I think this is where B tier should end because all the monsters you are about to see, I do really like, in my own opinion. They're either creative or they just bring me to Cryfear vibes, and I really enjoy it for that. So yeah, this is where B tier ends. So let's get into A tier. So first A tier, I think, goes to the box. That's not the name of it, by the way. But this monster is like really cool looking, and genuinely scared me the first time I played the game, even though I knew it was there. But in my opinion, it's a good first enemy to encounter. And it's not like it was like a one-time thing where like, boom, alright, see ya. It was like a, hey, I'm back, what's up, which I find really cool because it's not just like they made it specifically for one stage. Like, yeah, Cryfear did that, but it was like a mutated slower. So that's like the definition I give it. So, yeah. First monster for A tier. Also, that box's monster name is Boxer. I just felt it'd be natural. So yeah. Alright, let's get into this. I don't even think it's a monster, it just looks human, that's the thing. But this, I'm just gonna call it a monster. This monster is actually really, really good designed. And I have a really funny video of me being attacked by this, monster. So here it is. So basically I went into the police station not knowing what I needed to grab. And as soon as I got in there, like, I heard a monster, like, scream, and then I saw that spitting at me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna hide right here, and this is, like, my third time dying, because the screamers got me. There he is. He came out of nowhere, and he just started, like, swinging at me, so I just kept shooting at him. And then he flew up, and I looked down, I'm like, okay. Like I said, I do really like this monster, so I'm gonna put him right there. Well, look who it is. This was the monster I was talking about that attacked me when I got killed by the two office chairs, which I forgot to give them a name also, I'm pretty sure, so we're gonna call them sitters, because they're sitting in the chair. But he attacked me, and then I ran away from him, and then Slither got me, and, then I ran, and then I got attacked by the sitters. But let me just say, I don't have to name him, because if you look at him, all you will think is just Slower from Cry of Fear. So I'm just going to call him Slower 2.0. But this monster is so scary because he doesn't use scissors, blunt objects, knives. He uses a circular saw. A mini circular saw. And that's what I find creepy. My sister, she's terrified of chainsaws. So if she saw this in real life, she would probably shit herself. So, yeah. Because of that, it goes also on A tier. Now, time for S tier, which I named Shit is Badass, because I find these concepts badass, or they're depressing, or they're really great monsters to face that are better than A and B tier. But, yeah, and I also realized something. I'm pretty sure we are the first people to ever do a tier list on Remorse the List monsters. So, yeah, I feel great. First enemy of S rank is actually the first boss I faced in my gameplay, because you can just collect the things in your own order. So Agnes was the first boss I faced, which, yes, that's her name, and I'm really glad I didn't have to come up with a name for it. But just look at the face. I think this was also the highlight of Remorse the list. But the backstory, from what I think it is really tragic. Adrian, the guy you play as, so in Cry Fear, there's a boss you're about to face after Sophie jumps off the building, and it's Carcass, and you can either run away from it, which means you won't forgive Sophie for leaving you, or you can kill it, killing your own guilt for her leaving and realizing that it wasn't your fault, which is sort of like this, except you'd have to burn all these 3 objects, which is a painting, a wedding ring, and baby shoes. And that means that you forgive her and you forgive yourself. But if you kill her, then it's pretty much what you would do if you escaped Carcass and Cry Fear. So I find that really cool. But Agnes died from what I think is like a brain tumor. That's what I'm thinking, because it has a lot of stuff to do with brains and the level. So yeah. Also, its fight is really fair once you actually learn how to do it. It only took me like 2 tries, so yeah, that's why it's also going on S tier. Also, we only have 2 more monsters before the tier list is over. I really like this monster's design because it's not some weird, spooky monster that's, flesh and bones. This one is just blood, and I find that really cool. There are some pet peeves I have, like you can only kill him when he's filled with blood, and when he's like hollow and you can see clearly through him, you cannot attack him. But it's also sort of obvious when he's getting ready to attack you. Your screen will flash red, and you will also see puddles of blood go where you're standing, and then spikes will come out of them. So I find that really easy to know their attack maneuver. So yeah. I would probably call this one like a bleeder, is probably what I'd call it. So, but yeah, that also goes on S tier. All right, final monster. Now, if you saw the picture I just put before, I said we only have 2 more. Well, actually, when I said we had 2 more, it is Father. Now, like Agnes, it's a boss. Matter of fact, it's the final boss. So, like I said, spoilers. When you get to your house and you're on the laptop, you go upstairs to your kid's room to go grab the CD. All of a sudden, you collapse. And this is also where you meet those little blobs, I think is what I called them. But the ones that have human faces but are blood. And you get them. That's where you meet them, is in the nightmare you had or something. But yeah, I do really like this design. And also its platform that you have to, jump around on. I really like it. I think it's creative. And the way you defeat it. The only way you can defeat it is by getting mystery crates that constantly spawn on the board, and you have to get coins and use the spinner to your advantage. And once it shows the green with a mask cracked on it, means that the mask that you see, right there breaks, and you're able to attack its face. So I find that a really cool method, and I think I don't want to change any opinion I have on these monsters, because I think I do have my opinion set, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't see these bosses or anything in these levels, so I don't think I'm done with the game. Until I saw that after I got done with this boss, it told me I got the good ending, and I was like, oh. But I think this is a good way to conclude a horror game by having this type of boss, or any game, because I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to describe, but it's a really good monster. So for that, it goes an S rank. So with that out of our way, let me know if I missed any monsters or if you find a different opinion. But with that, I will see you next time whenever I film another film theory. Bye-bye.